Hi, my name is Stephen McGee and I'm the author of Toxic Electricity. I'm going to talk about the subject of toxic electricity, and that is transmitting utility meters, and specifically the transmitting gas meter that was installed in my neighbourhood in January 2013. And shortly after the gas company coming through my neighbourhood and installing new transmitting gas meters on their equipment, I started to get quite sick, and that sickness culminated in fatigue, waking up feeling hungover and lethargic, fuzzy thinking and concentration problems. So naturally, I wrote them a letter telling them about this and requesting that they remove the meters from the vicinity of my property. Now, I was sleeping about 76 feet away from the closest meter and I was getting sick. So I thought it was reasonable to request that the meters in the interim get removed from within 100 feet of my bedroom. So that incorporated 4 meters, so my meter plus the 3 neighbors' meters. And I was also curious to see what live biological testing that the gas company did prior to installing these meters throughout Tucson, Arizona. And I requested the live biological testing information as a result. And this is the response. So the response basically says that they will remove the meter, and I had to get a doctor's note. I had to have a doctor's appointment and be assessed, and that culminated in me getting a doctor's note advising that these transmitting meters not be installed near to my home because they make me sick. So rather than removing the 4 meters, they only removed 1, and they basically said I need to get my neighbors to write letters to have their meters removed. And I find that somewhat offensive because my neighbors don't own those meters. Southwest Gas owns those meters. So there's absolutely no reason why Southwest Gas cannot remove the 3 meters on the neighbor's property and change them out, because they own the equipment. So I'm not too sure what games Southwest Gas are playing with this, but it's quite clear that after instructing them that the 4 meters were making me sick, they only removed 1. So they're obviously okay with me being sick. So the response to the live biological testing information was also very interesting. And they basically said that they don't have any. So they referred me to the manufacturer. I find that absolutely shocking that they have no live biological testing information. But they've deployed these meters all over the Tucson region. And if you're in Tucson, you may well have one of these meters at your property. You may be living in a neighborhood that's filled with these meters. And Southwest Gas cannot supply any live biological test data. So to date, I do not have any test data whatsoever from Southwest Gas that says that they tested these meters on live animals and plants and found them to be completely safe. So in absence of that information, I sought out the information on my own. So I do actually have the information that says that these meters are biologically harmful to the human, and it's right here. So this is a movie, it's in the process of coming out. It's called Take Back Your Power, and it's a documentary on the toxicity of transmitting utility meters. And there's a huge amount of people getting sick around these meters. So I can supply Southwest Gas with lots of data that says these meters make people sick. And it's not just me, there's a whole bunch of people who are getting sick around these meters. But they can't supply me with data saying that they're completely safe because they tested them on live animals and plants, which is what you would expect to be prudent behavior. So there's some very strange stuff going on in the world of transmitting utility meters. And if you want to find out more about the subject, there's actually a website in Tucson that's documenting this. It's called the Electromagnetic Safety Alliance. And you can find it at electromagneticsafety.org. And if you want to find out more about the toxicity of transmitting meters in Tucson, Arizona, I would recommend that you check it out. I hope you enjoyed the video and I wish you the very best of health. Thank you.